Good morning. For those of you guys who wanted to have a chat about how I did the intermittent fasting for weight loss, and I think now is the perfect time to do it because we just had a family staycation in which food wasn't restricted, and I was going ham with some pineapple non-alcoholic beer. So I know that I've put some weight on, and now is the perfect time to not only tell you guys about it, but to show you how I use intermittent fasting to get back to a certain weight. So I weighed myself this morning and I am 166. So what do I do for intermittent fasting? So to get started, I was searching for ways to drop some weight and to find my optimal health because I was struggling with my weight, but more so than my weight, I was struggling with going up and down the stairs. We moved to a new place that had a lot of stairs and top floor. I noticed that I was getting very winded and that my knees were hurting, so I wanted to look for something that would help me take care of my health. And my blood pressure was a little bit unstable, so I wanted to stabilize that without medication because I was told that blood pressure is not a lifestyle disease and you can't regulate without pills. So I wanted to try for myself. So those were the aims going in. I had those reasons, especially the blood pressure and wanting to keep my health a little bit better. Bit better. Like I was looking like I was younger, but I was feeling very old, so I wanted to fix that. All right. Oh, tripod. I don't have a tripod. That's what the word is. So I started looking up paleo and keto and intermittent fasting, which I'd heard a lot about, but I hadn't really looked into it. So I noticed that keto was like 20 grams of carbs each day, which I really like rice. I don't much like bread and pasta and stuff, but I really like rice. And so I eat rice most days, and I didn't want to have to give that up. So I wanted to do something that was manageable, that was easy for me to implement, and something that I could keep doing for the rest of my life, so I'm not switching on a diet, on off a diet, that kind of stuff. So I ended up doing intermittent fasting. I started with the 16-8. Is I would fast while I was at work. I would fast like from the time I woke up. It counts when you're sleeping as well. So I would fast from the time I woke up until about maybe 1 o'clock in the daytime, because after that I would just get too hungry. So that would take me to about 16 hours. And I read about autophagy, or where your body and your cells reset themselves. To the point where my cells were resetting. And while I was doing that, I did a lot of meditation on my cells. Like I visualized my cells resetting themselves, and I visualized my blood pressure being where I wanted it to be. And I did a lot of scripting, and I can show you guys that kind of stuff. Let me know if you want to see all the different techniques that I used to train my mind, because I kept telling myself that I was going to create the body that I wanted. I knew I wasn't going to have a big ass, because I'm just not that blessed. But I knew that if I wanted to, I could get my curves a little bit tighter and get my get my butt a little bit lifted and my legs a little bit stronger, because my legs are a little bit skinny, and just have my stomach a little bit flatter. I focused a lot on getting my stomach flatter, and so I would just eat each day between 1 o'clock and like 9 o'clock. I would try to finish everything by then, and then I wouldn't eat after that. And no matter what, I wouldn't eat anything after that. So a lot of nights I did go to bed a little bit hungry. Then I started wanting to fast a little bit longer. But I was getting dizzy. There were times when I was getting dizzy because I started in the summer and I was walking outside a lot. I was pushing a heavy stroller with a bunch of kids and I was walking outside a lot, so I was getting extra dizzy. So sometimes I would cheat and I would eat like an arrowroot cookie, or I would put a little bit of sugar in my coffee if I was going for a super long walk. So I wasn't very, very strict about it because I wasn't trying to die. When I moved to about 20 hours worth of fasting each day, because I realized that I could go longer, and so I started fasting for 20 hours and just leaving my eating window for 4 hours. And then I realized that it eventually became where I was having one meal a day. So I would spend a whole day thinking about what I was going to eat, planning it out. And then even if I had meals that I'd planned for the week for the family, I would combine things, or I would make something new. So I made it an event. When I would eat, I would make the most ridiculous meals. And the thing about it is I wasn't gaining weight because my stomach was shrinking, and there was no way I could fit more than a certain amount of food into my stomach each day, even when I was doing the one meal a day. So that's how that progressed. I didn't do a whole lot of exercise, to be honest with you. I didn't go on the treadmill a whole lot. After I left the job that I did a lot of walking in the summer, I didn't do a whole lot of walking from home. I did some challenges where I did like 10 minutes of yoga, or because I kept joining challenges. But I wanted to prove that you could do it without exercise, because a lot of my friends and colleagues tend to exercise a lot, and they can't understand why they're still gaining weight. And I learned a long time ago that you can't out-exercise a bad diet. So I wanted to prove that it was mostly the food that we were eating. I still ate out. I still drank alcohol. I used to drink a lot of wine. I only cut out wine like a month ago because I wanted to optimize my health, as I was saying, and get a little bit more focused on work that I have to do, on things that I have to get done. So hopefully this is not too boring and you guys got some value from what I did. I will be popping on to my YouTube channel or I will be coming on here live and showing you guys what I eat in a day, and what my weight looks like as the days go on, because you can drop weight quickly when you're using one meal a day. First it starts with water weight, so you'll drop the first 5 pounds or so, and then for the next 5 pounds or so it will be a little bit harder. So that is pretty much what I did to lose the 30-something pounds. I have been, like I said, I've been sitting at about 160, 158. Excuse me. I do intend to drop another about 10 pounds and try to sit there, because as we get older, our body, I'm 5'7", 5'6"-ish, so I should be at about 160, 159 is the ideal for when I'm younger, or when I'm really active. So what I want to do is drop another 10 pounds and then try to build some muscles, try to get thick, with a couple C's. So that is it. I'm gonna put this together in a video that I worked on this weekend and put this out today. Join me excuse me, on the lives if you want to actually be a part of the fasting for 7 days, just to try it out. And then I'm putting together a course that I'm excuse me, that I'm going to be selling to help people with all the various techniques and all the things that I did. So hopefully this was helpful. I tried to keep it about 10 minutes, and yeah, no daycare kids are here, so I can actually talk. So until later on, I will pop on and do a weigh-in tomorrow. Actually, I will do a weigh-in. Today I weigh 166. My waist is still at 33, I think 33 and a half or something. So yeah, I will do a weigh-in each day and let you guys know. All right, pop your questions into the comment section. Let me know what you want to know about, so I know what to talk about when I come on the lives. And hopefully this is helpful. Until next time, peace.